Hello, this video is just to quickly give you instructions on how to log into your Heathcenter21, also called Applied Education Systems. This is for your nursing assistant NRS T1510. I'm one of the instructors, Julie Levitt. I am also the coordinator, so if you have any questions, please contact me if your instructor cannot answer those questions for you. But please always go to your instructor first. Okay, so first of all, Heathcenter21 is what we'll use for all of your theory portion of this class. So to get to this site, there is a link on your blackboard, and you can also just type in the web address, which is https://learnaeseducation.com. Please bookmark this. This is outside of Blackboard, so if the Mustang Cruiser / Blackboard is down, there's no excuse for your work not to get done. So please bookmark it when you're doing it. So I'm going to just walk you through how to get started. Your instructor should have emailed or posted your enrollment code on your Blackboard. So make sure you have your enrollment code from your instructor. If you don't have it, you haven't read your announcements, and or you haven't paid for the code. The code is treated like a book. So if you have not paid for it, then you need to call WWCC Bookstore and pay for that. This is your first time logging in, so this is a little bit different than usual. You have to have your enrollment code. So go ahead and click into a Applied Education System. I already have it loaded, so that's how it is. If you see right here, it says course enrollment. The code that your instructor gave you, remember every class is a little different, so make sure you have yours or it won't log you into the correct class. I'm just using a play account, so don't copy this code down. Put your code into that enrollment code box, click continue. Put in your email that you want to use, okay? So I'm just going to put in my play account, hit continue. Type in a password that you commonly use or you're not going to forget, and also write it down so you don't forget it. Hit continue. Okay, I am successfully now logged into that class. Just hit continue and it takes you into your class. I'm just going to pan back to your thing real quick. I just want to point out there's 9 modules in the class. Each module has submodules, and each submodule has some units. So I'm going to click into one and show you exactly how that is. But when it says module 1 is due, that is all the subunits / modules underneath that module. Okay, so please make sure you understand that. If you have any questions on what is due and what isn't due, please contact your instructor. You don't want to be late on your assignments because, as you know, there is penalties for being late. Okay, so I'm going to click back. So this is module 1. So if you notice, there's module 1, module 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They don't have numbers by it, but we also label it. Just easier for me to say module 1. So click on the health assistant. Now you notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 submodules underneath that. All of this needs to be done to complete that by the due date. So click on health assisting. There's your subunits. Okay? So if you click in there, it'll pop up your thing. And then you work your way through it. Just doing what they want. Okay? Answering questions along the way, and at the very end, you'll have a module quiz at the very end of each module. Please make sure you're taking notes. You can screenshot. You can, a lot of students just highlight that, hit copy and paste, and put it into a Word document. Make sure that you're doing whatever you need to do to know the information. If you need more assistance from your instructor, please let her know. Okay, I'm just going to sign out real quick and click back over. Okay, so again, each module has submodules, and then those submodules have units. The units and submodules under each module has to be completed by the due date on the calendar. So please make sure that you've printed out your calendar. Okay, I'm going to now show you how to log in for the next time. So now that you've logged in once, you're going to go here and type in that information. Okay, password, hit continue. I'm going to just view as student. Now you're in your class. If you notice, there's a check mark, and it'll slowly tell you what is done and what isn't done. So if you click on that, it says you're under here, so go under there and finish what you needed. See how it says started? Just click back on that blue area and start. It starts where you left off. Okay? Don't click around. Go from the top to the bottom. I have a lot of students start clicking around or do the module test. No, the whole reason is to work through each one slowly and getting that done. Okay? So make sure that you start from the top and work your way back. Okay? After you complete Module 1, you can choose to go on to Module 2, or if Module 2 hasn't started yet, you can take a day or two off. Maybe you know that you have to work this weekend, so work ahead. We only like 1 to 2 modules ahead, so if the class is on Module 1, please don't go past Module 3. They are pretty quick. If you have any other questions, please contact your instructor. There is a getting started video and a taking the quiz video, so you can watch those. They're pretty handy. And this just goes over how to log in. Type in your email, type in your password, click continue. If you had numerous classes, then you would click on the class, but it logs you in pretty easy. Just wanted to point out, if you noticed on your syllabus, there is a certain amount of hours that are required for this class. Oh, I put 75. It's actually 45. I'm so sorry. I must have misclicked it. 45 hours are required for the actual theory part. 19 hours are for your lab, and 16 hours are for your clinical. All those hours are required for you to apply for your certification. So please make note that we're not trying to be mean and make sure that you get all of this work done, and we're trying to be slave drivers. These are required for your certification. You can apply for your certification at the end of the class. Remember, in the other videos, I kind of went over that. We will go over the certification process in class, in lab. Okay? So say you're in Module 1 and you were late, okay, on getting it done. No matter what, you have to get that done, even if you got a 0, to complete this class. So if you see a 0 in your grade book, don't just ignore the fact that it's 0 and move on to Module 2. I would work on Module 2, making sure that it's completed at the appropriate time, and then go back to Module 1. But everything has to be completed for you to apply for your certification. There, again, not 9 modules. You usually have 3 to 5 days, depending on which module you are in. Make sure you print out the calendar that is on Blackboard. The instructors spend a lot of time making sure you stay organized. There's also a checklist on Blackboard to help you stay organized. We try numerous different ways because everybody learns and stays organized a little different. So please make sure you have dates and times and things like that that you need to. Remember, you can work 1 to 2 modules ahead. Take notes. Again, that should be 45 hours to complete for theory. A total of 90 hours for the whole class. That includes your lab and clinical. You will have a final, not just the comprehensive module exams on Healthcenter, but we will have you take a final in lab when you're in lab. Usually it's the last day of lab, but it depends on the instructor. So please remember that it's 50 questions, multiple choice. If you have any questions regarding that, please ask your instructor. Grades will be posted in Healthcenter, so don't go by your Healthcenter21 grade. That is just an estimate, or they take all your points and add them together, which is actually about 2 to 3% off. So we do it a little bit different. Each module has points. We take all those points, add up what you got, add up the module points that are total, divide them together, and then post your percent in Blackboard. The instructors are really good at trying to make sure your grades are updated, so keep an eye on that. You want to make sure by the end of theory that you have a grade that is higher than 75. We don't round up, so make sure it's 75 or higher, and that is so you can participate in lab and clinical. Unfortunately, if you don't get a 75, you will not be able to attend lab and clinical, which means you failed the class. So please, if for any reason that you're dropping, keep an eye on your grade through the whole process so you know where you stand. The instructors are usually really good at emailing you and letting you know, hey, your grade's starting to drop. Is there something I can do for you? So communicate, okay? Again, communicate, communicate, communicate. We don't know, since we're online, we're not meeting face-to-face, we don't have meeting times online, so the only way we know you're having trouble, or maybe grandma and grandpa died, or maybe there's something going on and you're just not able to complete the task for that week, so contact her. Doesn't mean the instructor is going to give you leeway every single time you have a problem, because life does occur. So just contact the instructor so they can help you through the process. Maybe give you a day extra, see what they can do to help. Maybe you're not retaining the information. We do have extra strategies for you. So please email, contact them, their phone numbers, Blackboard IM. I mean, there's so many different ways to get a hold of us, so try all of those ways. Make sure not to call the nursing department. If you're not getting a hold of your instructor, to call me, the coordinator, before you call the up there to the nursing department. Also, remember, we communicate with you also, so check your email and announcements frequently. This is how we communicate, so if we had an error or something come up, we will communicate that through those processes. I think that's it. If you have any questions on how to log in, please download this video. It'll walk you through it again and again. So have a great class, and we'll look forward to meeting you in lab.